Backstage, and I said, I feel like the little emoji that goes, what an honor to be standing on this seminar stage representing my incredible team, the amazing Dream Team. Give it up! And this amazing company. I am so thankful that almost 53 years ago, Mary Kay Ash had a dream in her heart and was willing to risk it all to follow that dream and to create this opportunity for all of us. I would have never dreamed 5.5 years ago that I would have ever been a Mary Kay consultant, much less a director of a top unit. I was a pastor's wife, mom of 4, and working as a registered nurse at a local hospital, and very content with my life when I had my first Mary Kay facial. I wasn't looking for new product or extra income. And on top of that, because of my rosacea and my sensitive skin, I washed my face immediately after the makeover for fear that it would break me out. After washing my face and reapplying my own makeup in my bathroom, I overheard my daughter in the kitchen talking to the consultant, asking her how she started her business. I had a little mommy freak out moment, and I immediately called her back to my room. And I got in her face and I began to spout off 10 good reasons why she should not join Mary Kay. My daughter looked at me and said, Mom, you need to take a chill pill. And I agreed to sit down with the local director and learn a little bit more about the company and the business. Thank you, Kay Dragers, for your amazing go-give spirit. Needless to say, after hearing the facts, I looked at my daughter and I asked her why she had not gotten that starter kit yet. A few weeks later, I became my daughter's first recruit. I ordered my starter kit with fear and trembling, and she literally pried the debit card out of my hand to order my kit. I was so scared, and I wasn't quite sure if I was ready to take the leap. I thought this Mary Kay thing was simply a way to make a little extra spending money, and my goal was $200 a month. And a great way to get a discount on my products. I had no idea that all of this would come out of my starter kit. I had no idea that God's hand was all over this, and He would use this business to change my life and use me to change others' lives. I started out slow, having 3 parties my first 3 months. As I learned more about the business and how it worked and fell completely in love with the products, I decided I wanted more. I decided I wanted to be a lifer in Mary Kay. Even though I've only been in Mary Kay for 5.5 years, there's a couple of things I've come to understand. First of all, I've learned that everybody's journey is different. We all have different desires, different gifts, different personalities, and different abilities. And number 2, I've learned that in order to be successful in this business, there are some basics that we all must follow. So let me share with you some things that have worked for me along my journey. First and foremost, it begins with a relationship with God. I'm thankful that Mary Kay Ash founded this company on the principle of God first, family second, and career third. Nothing is more important to me than my relationship with Jesus Christ. And I love that Mary Kay gives me a platform to share the love of Jesus with the women that God places in my path. We've had a number of women in our unit have life-changing experiences with Jesus. My desire in life is to live my life in complete obedience to Him and to bring Him glory in all that I do. I have no doubt that God called me into this business. And as scary as it was to step out and follow Him, I knew I had to be obedient. 2 years into my business, He called me to walk away from my 24-year nursing career to work my Mary Kay full-time. He made it clear to me that nursing had been a season of my life, but He had a new season for me to embrace. So I stepped out in obedience, and I've never looked back. I had no idea that He would use me to impact women's lives. And as I continue to step out in obedience, He continues to reveal more and more of His plan for me. So don't be afraid to take that first step. Are you committed to following God's perfect plan for your life? 2 2 Chronicles 16:9 says, "The eyes of the Lord search the whole earth in order to strengthen those whose hearts are fully committed to Him." Notice it says fully committed. It's not just being committed when it's easy or it makes sense, but it's remained committed even when it doesn't. My Mary Kay journey has been a daily surrender. I like to walk in the mornings, and when I go out, I often pray. And I try every day just to hold my hands up and pray and say, I'm just amazed sometimes that God has brought me into this. And I just say, God, I just give this back to you. You brought me here. I just give it to you to use, to take and use me however you wish in my journey. And I also pray the prayer of Jabez over my business. God, bless me indeed. Enlarge my territory. Let your hand be upon me and keep me from evil. Above all else, I have a desire to make an eternal impact on women. Next, I absolutely love the products and I love people. When I started using the products, they absolutely changed my skin and I got excited. The Miracle Set truly was a miracle for me and it gave me a desire to share that with others. Are you truly in love with the products? How can you sell something that you don't believe in yourself? People will easily see through a sales pitch. Are you seeing dollar signs when sharing the products, or are you seeing an opportunity to help your customer feel beautiful and to find a solution for her skincare needs? I think of one of my newest customers. Is 76 years old, and about 5 months ago, she started on the Time-Wise repair. I was talking to her on the phone a couple of weeks ago, and I said, Miss Barbara, don't you just love your skincare? And she said, I sure do. And my hairdresser that I've been going to for 25 years says this is the best she has ever seen my skin look. That made my heart smile. You know, I often kneel by my table before my guests come for facials. And I pray that above all else, they would feel loved, they would feel special, and they would feel beautiful. I love that in Mary Kay, P&L does not stand for profit and loss. It stands for people and love. I believe when you focus on building relationships with people and meeting their needs, everything else will follow. Third, I totally believe in and I love sharing this amazing opportunity. Where else in Mary Kay can you make executive income working from home on your own schedule, keeping your priorities in order? Does your corporate job recognize you as Cinderella prizes? Unlimited earning potential? I know my nursing job did not. I'm so thankful that Mary Kay values our hard work and rewards us greatly for it, and that there is no glass ceiling. Thank you, Mary Kay. Whether you desire to build a team or not, it's your responsibility to share this business with others. It's not our job to decide for them whether it's the right fit, but simply to share and let them decide. Mary Kay Ash asked us to pass it on, so we have an obligation to do so. What if no one had ever shared with you? I personally share with everyone I facial. I'm passionate about sharing because this business has absolutely changed my life. And finally, I work hard. There's absolutely no replacement for hard work. Listen to what Solomon, one of the most successful people in human history, said in Proverbs 13:4. Lazy people want much but get little, but those who work hard will prosper. Now trust me,
Amen.
I am not very creative. And if I was honest, I have to say I'm not creative at all. I struggle with technology, and organization and systems are not my strength. But I am a hard worker. You see, there's really no secret to building a successful Mary Kay business. The plan is already mapped out for us. It's just a matter of doing it. I think sometimes we're too busy trying to figure out a shortcut or a more creative way, and it totally sidetracks us. Why do we think something that has been in place and has proven to be successful for over almost 53 years needs to be changed? Perhaps my lack of creativity has actually worked in my favor. I simply trust the basics, and doing them consistently will lead me to success. One of the basics for me is being a star consultant. I've been a star consultant every quarter since I've been in Mary Kay. If you want to move up in this business, being a star is a non-negotiable. Why? Because being a star teaches you to sell consistently. If you're not committed to selling a minimum of $300 a week, you are not committed to growing your business. The programs the company has in place, like the STAR program, are there to set you up for success. And not only do we get rewarded with fabulous prizes, we get referrals from the company. My newest recruit, Candace, found me on the website last week and reached out to me asking for information on becoming a consultant. I facialed her a few days later and shared more about the business with her, and she joined my team. I'm helping her get her Sapphire Star order in tomorrow when I return home. What if I'd not been a star and had not gotten that referral? Another basic for me is focusing on power starts. I still to this day focus on doing personal power starts each month, and even more at times. For instance, in May and June, I facialed 100 women. I knew that was the amount of activity it would take to reach the goals I had set for myself. You see, I still needed 12 personal qualified recruits in the month of June to wrap up the court of sharing. So I had to do the work to get the results I needed, and yes, I added 12 personal qualified recruits in 1 month. Does your amount of activity line up with your goals? Are you planting enough seeds to get the crop you want? 2 Corinthians 9:6 says, remember this, a farmer who plants only a few seeds will get a small crop, but one who plants generously will get a generous crop. There is no shortcut. We must work out of discipline. It really boils down to a decision. Do you really want it bad enough? If I could see your schedule right now, I could tell you if you want it bad enough or not. Working this business consistently will produce results. The key is consistency. This marketing plan is proven and will not fail unless you fail to work it consistently. Will there be ups and downs? Of course there will be. I had a few months where I felt like I couldn't recruit anybody if my life depended on it. But I didn't quit. I continued to work, knowing the results would come. Can you stay the course even when you don't see the results? I find that people often give up right before the breakthrough. Keep your blinders on and keep your head down and work even when you don't see immediate results. You must stay true to your goal and your vision. And even if you don't end up exactly where you hoped you would, you'll end up further than you've ever been before. Our goal this year was $1 million, and I continued to paint that picture and stretch until the very end, even when it was looking impossible. We never changed the goal. Did we hit $1 million? No, but we landed at 875. That's 275,000 more than we did last year. I believe because we didn't back down, it propelled us through a huge barrier, and that will set us up for even more growth this year. The company focus this year is having the year of your dreams. What dreams has God placed on your heart? Are you ready to be fully committed to Him and the plan He has for you? Are you ready to work hard and not back down when the going gets tough? Life is short, and we aren't promised tomorrow. So don't miss out on the opportunities that God has for you today. Don't shy away from it. Embrace it. Work with passion. Work with purpose. Work with persistence. Your obedience and faithfulness can have an impact on more lives than you may ever know. So run after your dream. Keep the bar high and never, ever, ever quit. Thank you and have an amazing, record-breaking 2007.